Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, today's super interesting video. We're gonna react to Islam is Growing in Mexico by the channel IERA. To me, as a recent revert, it is of course not surprising that Islam is growing. However, I do have to admit that it is surprising that it is growing in Mexico, because Mexico has a humongous Catholic culture. They are so intertwined that it is almost impossible to imagine Mexico without Catholicism. Nevertheless, we do know as well that Catholicism is not the original Mexican religion. It has been imposed by the conquistadors. Before that, the Mexican used to be what we from the West would call pagans. When I visited South America, I saw that there were many practices from that very paganism still remaining to this very day. It was a mixture of Catholicism and the old religions. However, now it is very interesting to see that Mexico is emancipating itself basically by choosing its own religion. It is not presupposed, and as you can see, people are not reverting to their old religions. However, they are seeking Islam by themselves. I'm super excited for today's video, guys. With no further ado, let's have a look.
We estimate around between 600 and 800 visitors every month. So if we do the math, I would say around 20, over 20 every day, alhamdulillah. We are located in a very good place in the city of Guadalajara.
So 20 reverts per month.
Right outside of the main subway station.
It's good.
So we are quite visible, and people is getting consciousness, awareness of what Islam really is, alhamdulillah. Every month we are getting between 10 and 15 shahadas per month, especially when it comes to Ramadan.
It's so interesting to see, man. South Americans, especially when they let their beard grow, look like Arabs. It's amazing.
Shahadas every day. We did some interviews in the last few days to revert Mexicans, and something in common that they have mentioned is that they want more visits from the Muslims. Many of them, or the majority of them, they are the only Muslim in town. So they have no communication, they have no community, they have no mosque or musalla to attend so that they can learn. So they were saying, we need a place where we can gather, because we also did dawah, and the people that approached them, they were always asking, okay, so this is very nice, this is really interesting. Now, where do I go to learn more? Where do you guys gather to pray, to study the book?
It's very tough to hold on to a belief system if you are the only one. You have to be very strong-minded. It's not impossible, but having a support system will help you, of course. This is why it is important to establish dawah centers and local mosques.
So we need places,
Absolutely.
We need more places so that the Muslims can gather and learn their religion.
For
the
sure.
Mexican people, I think they are really open to Islam. Like the group of students, high school students that just attended, I was making probing questions to see how they think, what they find about Islam, and they say, what I hear right now, I think is the truth. You're giving me even more details, like for example, you can see the Jesus exhibition here, right? And they were saying, you are giving me even more information about Mary, about Jesus, than my own religion, which is Christianity. They are very eager to learn, they have a lot of curiosity about Islam, they have a lot of curiosity about the Muslims. This is something completely new to them. There are many ways that people can support us. There are many ways.
That's extremely fascinating, because coming from the West, Islam is nothing new to us. However, we don't really understand it, and we do believe that we get it fully. Islam has been present in Europe, and Islam is present, unfortunately, in the media. It is depicted, of course, falsely, and therefore everybody in the West believes they know what Islam is about, but they have no idea, and this is why they are biased. This is why they're ignorant and arrogant. However, here in Mexico, you see that Islam has a fresh start, and it's absolutely beautiful, because I personally do believe that if you're presented just with the information of Islam, without even knowing that we are talking about bad Islam, then you would accept it naturally, because it is such a straightforward message. It is such a simple message. Worship one God alone.
Help us, especially through IERA, give the materials. We have plenty of Qurans right now, alhamdulillah, but we do need some books so that we can teach the new Muslims. The best way that I find to explain it is like a tap. Right now, we just open the tap in a manner that we can handle the water that comes out of the tap. I think that if we had more resources, we can, open the tap a little bit more But sometimes, for example, we don't do a lot of advertising. We don't do a lot of invitation to people sometimes because we are very few people and we cannot handle the amount of people that will come to the Dawah Center. We had more resources, I think we would hire more people, more dais. We would train more communities, more Muslims, more reverts, so that we can take care of the non-Muslims that come to the Dawah Center in a better way. And of course the people that will embrace Islam, so that we can take care of them and provide them the knowledge.
Guys, I'm not affiliated with this channel whatsoever, and I have no idea if there is a way to support them, but I'm gonna link their channel in the description box, and if there is a possibility, I would highly suggest you go and support them.
Support the foundations
That's
that
amazing.
they need so that they can practice their religion in a strong way, you know, in an independent way, and eventually that's gonna let Islam grow all over the country, inshallah.
This Ramadan,
Inshallah.
we have
Alright guys, and this is already it for today's short video. Unfortunately, they didn't really go into depth why the Mexicans are reverting to Islam. However, from the video we could take that Islam is very new to Mexico and therefore they have a fresh, unbiased perspective. I would believe that this is one of the main reasons, because like that those people can truly see what Islam is about without being brainwashed by the media telling them that Islam is so violent. And moreover, we know as well that in Mexico we do already have a lot of violence coming from the cartels, coming from the drug trafficking and whatnot. Therefore, the Mexican people must have a totally different perspective on who the terrorists in the country are. Surely not the peace-loving Muslims. Moreover, I know that South American people love their communities, and Islam provides exactly that. It provides community, a strong brotherhood. So all of that taken into consideration, it's no wonder that Islam is growing in Mexico, and inshallah we will see it grow even further. Alright guys, but this is it for today's video. If you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do so. And if you want to support this channel, all the links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for your ongoing support, guys, and as always, may God bless you all. Much love.